Hey everyone, this is Dhruvin and I welcome you all to my Microsoft Dataverse for Teams step-by-step series. You are watching sixth part of this series, and in this session I am going to talk about how you can publish and distribute your Power Apps which is developed in Microsoft Teams with Dataverse. So now let's get started. In our earlier sessions, we have discussed about building the Power Apps within the Microsoft Teams with Microsoft Dataverse. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss about once our app is being developed, how we can distribute that and how we can publish that. So the app can be available for other users to use. So let me talk about that thing in detail. In earlier session, we have developed this Live application system. Now, I wanted to make that app to be available for the Teams user. So how can I do that? So the very first step is that we need to publish our app to the Teams. So here at the top corner, you will be able to see an option publish to Teams. So basically we just need to click over here, publish to Teams. So just click there. So that will open this type of pop-up for you. This version of your app will be published for everyone to use. So basically what it will do is it will publish this particular app to the teams where we have created these power apps for that team. Right now we can edit anything if we want to. Like let's say for an example, if you just want to change any icon or screen orientation or anything, you can just simply change it from here. Now let's say I'm just changing this icon like this, and I just wanted to add some description. Apply Live using this app. That's all. We are good, and now we can just click on back and let's publish that again. So you can see that the new icon and description is being appear here. Now let's click on next. So this will open a pop-up like this, and here it is showing all the available channels to that particular team. So it will show you all private channel or public channel for that particular team. Now my team name is Microsoft Dataverse YouTube that we have created at the very initial stage of this series. Now let's say I want to add this particular app into general channel of this particular team. So I'm just selecting this plus icon. So this will add this heading, that is the name of the power apps, and now we just need to click on save and close. So that will add leaves tab under general channel for this team. So now let's just click on save and close. And now let's go to that team. So I'm just clicking here from the left navigation. Now going to the team. My team name is Microsoft Dataverse YouTube, and now I'm going to general channel. So here you can see that leaves tab has been added here, and when you click on that, your power app will be open to you like this. And here we are, the changes has been reflected perfectly. Now we discussed about publishing the app to the teams. Now second thing is about access management or distribution part. So who can access this particular power app? Now let me show you that thing here. So here I am on Microsoft Dataverse YouTube team. So let me just check the member of this particular team. So I'm just clicking on manage team from here. So here you can see that at this moment I have one owner and three users over here. All owners, members or guests will be able to access this particular power apps. Now let's say Tejal is one of the group member of this particular team, and now let me log in with Tejal's account and let me show you if she is able to access that app over there or not. So now let me just open one of my guest window here. Now I have opened Tejal's Teams account. You can see that I'm logging with her account. Now let's say I'm going to the Teams, and now I'm opening Microsoft Dataverse for YouTube team, and here you can see that on the top corner you will be able to see my Power Apps. So Tejal will be able to access this particular Power Apps from her team. So that distribution has been done automatically once you publish your app into Teams. So all owners, members and guests will be able to access your Power Apps from there. So this is how we can publish our Power Apps in Teams, and we can distribute them among with owners, members and guests. Now we have talked about the distribution of members for these Power Apps using Dataverse for Team. Now what about the external user? If we have added any external users to our teams, then do they able to access the Power Apps that we have built inside the teams? Let me give you the answer of your question. So let's say for an example, in this particular teams, Microsoft Dataverse YouTube team, I have added two different external user. One external user is Dhruvin Shah, which is in different domain, meaning he is not a part of that this particular tenant. So the email address is dhruvsha@rate26.onmicrosoft.com, and currently this particular domain is dsha27. Right now, for this particular tenant, this is the guest user, and second guest user is one Gmail user that I provided here. I have added two different type of guest user just because I wanted to show you few things over here. So the very first thing is that whenever you add any guest user here, they will receive an email notification that their account has been added to this particular team. So let's say for an example, for this particular Dhruv Shah at Ray26 account, I received this type of email that Dhruvin added you as a guest to dsha27. So in this domain my account has been added. Now from here they just need to click on open in Microsoft Teams. So let's click on that. Let's open that in the web. So this will open this particular Teams account. Now here you can see that the same team that we have created where we have built our Power Apps. Now let me click on this leaves over here. So this is our Power Apps. So let's click that and let's check that if I am able to open the Power Apps properly or not. So as you can see here, I am successfully able to open my Power Apps. So there is no such limitation that you can't add guest user inside the team in order to use Power Apps created inside the teams. You can add so many of guest users over there. The only condition is that the guest user whom you provide the access, they should have any trial activated for Power Apps in order to access this particular app. So let's say for an example, this Ray26 Dhruvin Shah's user is something which already have some Power Apps license assigned, and it has E5 subscription available. So what happen here is whenever from any other tenant this user has been added as a guest, they will be able to access the Power Apps. Now in this particular case, the guest user that we have shared this particular team has the business email address. Now what if the user don't have the business email address and they have like Gmail address or Outlook address? So do they able to access the Power Apps? So let me give you the answer of that question as well. So for that, what I have done here is from this particular team I have invited one guest user with Gmail account. Now what happened here is that let me show you that thing. For non-business user as well, you will be receiving this type of email. Now from here let's open our Teams account. So let me just open my Teams using for this particular Gmail account. So let's say here you can see that my Gmail user has been added to the team successfully, and now I'm just clicking on the Power Apps that is created over there. So here you can see that we are having this type of error where it is asking you need a current plan or trial to use Power Apps. So basically it is something that if your guest user has a business account and any Power Apps trial has been activated, they will be able to access these Power Apps and use the Power Apps. But for any Gmail or Outlook users, we do not have any active subscription of Power Apps, so they are not able to use the Power Apps. So hope this is clear for you now. You can add as many of as guests into these particular teams. They will be able to access the Power Apps. The only condition is that they should have at least Power Apps license activated into their tenant or for that particular user. Otherwise they will not be able to access the app. So we talked about two different type of guest user, one with the business user and second one is Gmail or Outlook user. For Gmail and Outlook, the Power Apps will not work. For other guest user, Power App will absolutely work over there. So this is all about the external user access for Power Apps from Dataverse in Teams. So hope this is clear for you now. Now, in our next session, I am going to talk about some interesting facts about Power Apps which we have created in the Teams with Microsoft Dataverse, and we will be talking about licensing for Microsoft Power Apps in Teams. So stay tuned to my last session of this series. Hope this is clear for you now. If you have any question about this topic, you can add your question in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay tuned with me on Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. I am uploading different Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, Teams and SharePoint related video every day exclusively on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned with me. If you wish to receive daily notification about all my new updates on your WhatsApp number, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to this form. Fill the form and you will be receiving daily notification about all my new videos exclusively on your WhatsApp number. Also, if you wish to listen different podcast related Power Platform, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to my podcast homepage. Here you can listen your favorite podcast on different podcast platform like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify and much more. Just click on your favorite platform and you are good to go. So this is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next session.